Hi everyone! Welcome to this video that is sponsored by Sigma, where I will be walking you through a vendor and contract tracker app that I built here in Sigma Public. Now, most companies spend a lot on software and vendor contracts every year, and maybe some are even managing that in spreadsheets, chasing renewals over email, and losing negotiation history when people leave. Perhaps there's no operational layer and just a pile of disconnected tools and manual processes. Now, my hope with this app that I built here is to serve as that operational layer. It's built directly in Sigma on top of your data warehouse. So there's no new system to integrate, no separate tools to maintain, and no data leaving the warehouse. Now in this first view here, we have the overview page, where at a glance you can see your total ACV, your total active contracts, how many contracts are renewing in the next 90 days, how many contracts are flagged critical and may require your attention, and any potential confirmed savings from renewals. Then to the left here below, we have the top 5 categories by ACV, and then to the right we have a renewal timeline that gives you an urgency view, and it's color coded to give you a sense of which accounts may require you to give it a look the most. Now coming to our left hand navigation panel, when we go to all vendors, this view shows all of our contracts and vendors in one table. You can filter by a specific categories for a vendor or by a specific status. And the actions that we have available for each vendor here is you can either flag a review, and then you can select a review reason, assign it to someone, and then ascribe any notes. The second option you have is to log a negotiation for that vendor, and the different status options, a proposed ACV if applicable, next steps, and notes. And the last action that you have is the ability to submit a renewal for a vendor, and whether or not it's renew as is, renew with changes, or perhaps it's canceled, and then logging a new ACV if renegotiated, and apply any notes. The third view here we have is the activity log. So whenever you flag a review, log a negotiation, or submit a renewal, this will all be brought into this view here, so you can track all of the activities and be able to have an audit trail of all of that in this log here. And last but not least, we have the AI assistant here, where it will be able to help you understand your full contract portfolio. You can ask it questions like what's renewing this quarter, who owns the most spend, which vendors are in active negotiation, and you can also expand or maximize the element here, just so that way it can be a little bit more easier to read if you want to interact with it. So let's ask which vendors are in active negotiation. And voila, it'll query through the tables it has access to and give you a summary of totals that are in negotiation, who that top vendor is, and recommend some potential next steps for you. And you can go ahead and close the chat, but if you click on again, then the little chat box will reappear. And with that, that kind of wraps up my demo. This one was a quick and easy one to put together if you have your data right, and everything you see here, the write backs, the KPI updates, the AI assistant, the audit trail, it was all built without a single line of backend code. This app was just built off of a few Sigma views, and now you have an operational procurement tool that any analyst can extend or modify without an engineering ticket. And again, one of the great benefits of building apps in Sigma, right, is that you can truly tailor it to make it your own. I hope that the walkthrough of this app can showcase to you the possibilities that are possible in Sigma, and that you can really do lots of cool and fun things here in Sigma and expand upon these apps and ultimately build a suite of your own tracking applications in-house.